5 steps to success for creating the business of your dreams, for duplication, for leveraged income, residual income. These 5 steps, I promise you, out of all the different things you learn, these are the 5 steps. These are the major keys to longevity, to building something significant, something sustainable, something that's gonna last the test of time. In fact, network marketing is really personal development, or you could even say character development with a compensation plan attached. The more you grow yourself and you grow your mindset, you develop the skills, you develop the confidence, the more money you make. Isn't that a thing of beauty? So when you grow you ultimately end up growing your business and your bank account. I got excited about the idea, the concept. It was just a concept to me back then, but attracting people that would want to work with me, that follow me, that like me for me, and they like Nadya, and they like our style and our personality, and because they're attracted to us, they would probably be open and attracted to our business. So we learned to build that know, like, trust. We learned to do videos, we learned to put out content, do all the things. And we started doing video challenges and selling courses and, helping people that were in other companies. We started building this massive following. And what we figured out was what worked for us, but also what worked for others, meaning what duplicated, because it doesn't matter if something works if it doesn't duplicate. That's right, you got it. Now, I do think it's interesting because in this day and age, anybody can become an influencer. Becoming an influencer is not duplicatable, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to do it. It's just there's stages, there's phases, if you will, in your business. So in the beginning stage, you're overwhelmed, which is better than being underwhelmed. When anybody tells me I'm so overwhelmed, I'm like, quit being a baby. Of course you're overwhelmed. You're brand new. You ever had a new job? You're gonna be a little overwhelmed when you're new, all right? Chillax. So let's talk about these 5 steps. Maybe this conversation overwhelms you a little bit, but I'm talking about building a 6 or 7 figure income. So this first step of 5 is the most important. This trumps everything else because step 2, 3, 4, 5 are irrelevant if you don't master step 1. So step 1, remember in school, they would have you do 1A and 1B. So it's marketing and prospecting. Now, could you do one or the other? Yes, but I'd recommend doing both. If you can learn this attraction marketing conversation and build a brand, and you can learn how to create curiosity around your product and attract people to you, then it's easier to get customers and, recruit and build teams. And you never have to worry about running out of people. Anybody else ever feel that scarcity? My warm market was toast. Every day you should do both marketing and prospecting. I would set reminders in your phone. This is such a simple, but such important step. How many of you have kids and they'll go, oh, I forgot to do this and I forgot to do that and blah, blah, blah. And it's set a reminder in your phone, kid. For those of you that are I'm in business for myself. I'm now the CEO of my business. Yeah, cool. But some of us are enjoying the business owner mentality before we have a profitable business. So you got to pump the brakes, all right? If you're not making at least $10,000 a month, you basically should treat it like a job. When you treat it like a job versus a business, you set hours of operation, you become more intentional, you focus on income-producing activities. And one of those income-producing activities, in my opinion, every day should be doing a post, putting out value, doing a video, could be a reel, could be a story, could be a before and after picture. Once you master the marketing conversation, it's beautiful because you never have to worry about running out of people to talk to. Now, when someone's brand new, we want to just teach them the basics. If you're fairly new and you're trying to figure out your brand, your niche, what kind of content you want to create, I would challenge you to do a 30-day video challenge. Just go live every day. See, that's not complicated. You just hit the live button. You just put a little title on there, hit the live button, talk. 5 minutes a day for 30 days. If you're afraid to commit to 30 days, do 14 days. Do this with your teammates. Go live every day for 5 minutes to talk about something. Maybe week 1, you just tell stories. Maybe week 2, you talk about what you're learning. Week 3, maybe you share things that you have some background or education in or experience with, right? Could be health and wellness, could be money, could be whatever. Test it out. Different conversations. Pay attention to the results, the responses you're getting. Here's how you know you're on the right path when it comes to marketing yourself and building a brand. You're getting thank yous and questions. But the second piece, the number 1, is prospecting. Every single day, and I've been talking about this a lot recently, you must reach out to people to pop the question, to find if they're open to an opportunity or open to a product. You can post about your products, post about your opportunity. The problem is you never want to sit back twiddling your thumbs, waiting for people to ask you about your products. You ain't getting rich by sitting back waiting for the business to come to you. Now, listen, I know sometimes you'll hear people say, I don't even have to reach out to people. Good for you. But when I was brand new, and the majority of new people are going to have to reach out to people. Unless people are blowing up your inbox, that's not 99.9% of the people. So you got to be proactive. You got to pop the question. Get over your fear of rejection. Stop overthinking it. Analysis paralysis is going to kill your business. Stop it. So pop the question. I think you should do it at least 5 times a day, but even if you do it once a day, my God, just talking to people every day, planting seeds. Look, if you ask one person a day for 30 days, that's 30 people you planted the seed. Number 2, connection. This is really important. So many of you suck at communicating with people. The best way to sell a product is talk about it as if you don't make money on it. This is a major key, all right? Whoever has the most conversations wins. I want you to start talking about things that you use, things you do. Could be fashion tips. It could be sharing your favorite coffee, like my collagen coffee, right? It could be your favorite recipe, whatever. Just start sharing stuff. And 80% of the time, it should be stuff that you don't make money on. You must start marketing. But also on the back end, you should be prospecting. Don't sit back waiting for people to ask you about your products and opportunity. So can we get over number 1? Check for number 1. Okay. Number 2, human first, marketer second. You have to be a good connector, a good conversationalist, asking questions, being normal. In fact, I want you to take the approach that you are offering consultation. Because how many of us ever come around someone that has like commission breath and it stinks? I know you want to be excited, right? I always say, be excited and tell your face. Because some people are like, John, I'm so excited. I think this business is amazing. I think it's life-changing. Like, tell your face. Like, let me see some enthusiasm. I just want to shake you. If you're not excited, why would anybody else be excited? I want you to be loud, proud, bold. Get out there, right? Like, be you times 2, especially on social. But on the back end, talk to people like you've known them all your life. Talk to people as a friend first, a marketer second. I'm telling you, the reason I do so well, the reason I out-recruit most of the people on my team, there's a few people that are beating me, okay? There are a few people beating me on my own team. You know, go team, go. I'm a little competitive. I want to be number 1 on my own team. But it's because they're great connectors. I'm a great connector. I'll hop on a call with someone. I'll go back and forth with someone on Messenger, audio clipping, and I talk to them like I'm trying to give them advice, like a consultation, like a doctor. I don't feel like they're trying to sell me or convince me or take my money. I feel like they genuinely want to help. Very different vibe, very different feeling. Number 3, ATM, ad tag message. If you are not using a Facebook group to expose your products and opportunity to people, you're missing the boat. I'm always adding people into the groups. I tell them, hey, I'm gonna add you to these 2 groups so you can learn more about the company, the products, and how we make money. Once you're in the groups, let me know. Once you accept the invite, let me know, and I'll tag you in some information. This is not rocket science. It's so freaking simple. My God. People are like, my business isn't growing. How many people did you add to the ATM groups this week? You get them in the groups, you tag them in the information. Then step 4, it's my favorite part. You put them in a group chat. So you can earn while you learn. If you're not introducing your prospects to other people, I don't want to say you're going to have a bad close ratio. You might have no close ratio. You might close approximately nobody because you're new and people know you're new and they know you're not making money and they know you don't know the answers to the questions. They're not even going to bother asking. So the sooner you get yourself out of the way, the sooner you make money. Now, does that mean everybody that you put into a group chat is going to join? No, I'm just saying you're going to have a higher close ratio. Still today, I put every single prospect in a chat. Now, let me be clear, business prospects. Customer prospects, I might put into a chat, but typically most of my chats that I'm setting up are business chats. Most of the chats I'm added into are business chats. Why do we do that? It's the same reason we used to do 3-way calls. Now, I don't do 3-way calls hardly ever. Now, I'll do them if it's like a big fish, whatever, but typically we can have a full-blown conversation in a messenger chat. And here's the beauty of the chats. You could literally set up a chat today that we can continue going back and forth in that chat for years to come. I can pull up chats from 2014. I accidentally pulled up one yesterday from 2016 because I was searching someone's name and that's just what came up. A chat from 2016. So it's on Facebook Messenger. So the sooner you put your business prospects in chats and introduce your prospect to other people in your upline. And by the way, if you say my upline sucks, okay, Who's their upline? My sponsor doesn't respond. Who's in your sideline? Stop making excuses. You can make money or make excuses. You can't do both. Ultimately, your sponsor did their part. They enrolled you. Now, is it better when you have an amazing mentor, an amazing upline? Yeah, it's an advantage. When you have a mentor, when you have a partner, when you have someone that's in it with you in the trenches like yours truly, it is an advantage. But sometimes it can also be a hindrance. I know sounds funny, but it's true. Sometimes it can actually be a disadvantage because you're spoiled and you have this amazing upline that does all the things. Sometimes it's good to have a non-existent upline. So they have to step up and be independent. But on a serious note, the sooner you get your prospect in the groups, like even when people are like, hey, what is it? Tell me more. What's the company? How's it work? I go, I'm going to add you to the groups. I don't ask for permission, by the way. I'm like, this is the next step. I'm going to add you to the group, tag you in the video. Let me know once you're in. If they can't do those most basic steps of accepting the invite, if they can't watch a video, I don't got time for it. I'm sorry. I am not going to chase you or beg you to get rich with me. Some of you guys need to posture up. Now, let me be clear. You're only adding people to the groups if they say yes, if they say they're interested, if they're open. Don't come across as needy, desperate, or pushy. Please don't have commission breath. You understand? So you get them in the groups, tag them in the information, and you say, listen, tomorrow when I follow up with you, I'm going to introduce you to some of the people I work with. You're going to be blown away by their story. Number one. Number two, I want you to see the support and how simple the system is. So getting people in chats is so important because now they get to meet experts. They get to meet other people, and it's social proof. That's the point of the groups. The groups create social proof. They see thousands of people in the group. The chats are powerful because they're meeting other people that have had success, getting their questions answered. And again, you get to earn while you learn. Step 5, onboarding, duplication, leadership development. Step 5 is how you build the business of your dreams. It's how you build an empire. If you're not duplicating people, I'm the king of duplication. That is my number one goal, is to duplicate others. But there is a little bit of a rub there. Like, it's a little bit of a caveat, if you will. Sometimes we're trying to create this perfect onboarding system, and we're trying to automate all the things. We're trying to automate the onboarding and the videos and I want to have everything so they don't have to ask me a single question. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, you're never going to have a perfect system. Now, you can always tweak your system. I believe we have the best system in the history of network marketing. That's why I think I have the best team in the history of network marketing. But with that being said, it's because we have great onboarding systems. We have videos, we have guides, we have, the PDF, the 24-hour game plan, we have the chats, we have all this support. But the key is the culture, the support. Like, you have to have that as the number one thing you're focused on long-term, right? You want the income, you want the freedom, you need the duplication. The point is that onboarding system is for the leaders. I know this sounds weird because you're like, well, wait, I thought the onboarding was for the new people. Yeah, but new people don't have confidence. They don't believe in what they're doing. They just started the products. They just started building. They don't know anything. They're a freaking liability. They are a liability. And they say the average person only retains 7 to 10% what they hear the first time. That's if they actually watch the getting started videos and they're not distracted by the kids and the spouse and all the things and scrolling and all the things, right? You get it. The system is for you. You might go, what do you mean by me? You're watching this, right? You're a leader. A leader is not defined based on a pin or volume. Being a leader is just a decision. You just decide, I'm a leader. Congratulations. Now let's go build a freaking team of leaders. This is why you must rank advance. This is why you must make this thing happen. This is why you must create a schedule, focus on those IPAs like I talked about in the beginning, focus on marketing and prospecting. Number one, if you're not marketing and prospecting, you have nobody to connect with and communicate with. And then you have no one to ATM. And then you have no one to follow up with and put into chats. And then you have no one to onboard. And you have no one to duplicate. What are you doing?